Well, hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading for March 2025. Can you believe this year is already March? Oh, we've had a card fall out. So the Temple Path has fallen out, which is a great card. The Temple Path means you're on the right path. So you may be having some difficulties at the moment, and you might be thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Why did I make that decision? I'm going the wrong way, wrong way, go back. Oh my gosh, I need to change directions. No. The path might seem difficult right now, but this card is telling you that you are on the right path. And even though you might be going through difficulties or have been through some difficulties recently, this card is telling you that you are going in the right direction. So that's good to know. The orbs of light in this card here too are the ones that are your spirit guides, family members, and all the people on the other side who are assisting you down the pathway. So they're actually guiding you that way. So even if the pathway seems difficult, the end result is you are going to end up where you are supposed to end up. Okay, so we've got a Tower to start the month, which is sudden and unexpected change. So Cancer, do you have to move? I've got the Eight of Cups right next to it. There's some sort of movement, or we're leaving something behind. To me, I read that more as like a housing situation, but it could be leaving some family members, moving on to something different. Do you know what I like about this though? Even though it looks, I can see why it says I got the Temple Path, right? Because whilst the journey can be difficult, the destination is wonderful. And this is what this looks like to me. We're starting out the month with the Tower and the Eight of Cups. Again, moving. The Ten of Cups here, but it's divinely guided. You're going the way you're meant to go. And I've got the Star here, wishes fulfilled. So even though you might have made a wish about something in your life that you would like to happen, this is the result of that wish coming true. And it might not be what you thought it was going to be, right? So you might go, holy shit, I didn't think that was going to happen. But these things are sent to us to erupt in our lives to send us on a different trajectory. And that's where you're going. So that upheaval that you have at the start of March is actually sending you down the right path. You have a path that you are supposed to be going down. All right, I've got abundance in here. I've got an Empress, so lots of abundance. And I have some cards here that all your hard work is paying off. I've got this little sort of slump in the middle of March where I think you're going to feel kind of alone. You're a hermit here. Even though your wishes are starting to be fulfilled, do you feel a bit withdrawn? Do you feel like you're by yourself? Do you feel like you have to do everything on your own? Do you feel like people come to you with their problems, but they're not willing to listen to yours? Because hermits have that effect on people, right? Like people will come to you and say, oh, what should I do about this? What do you reckon? And you give them your advice, which is very wise and very sage, because my hermits are like that. But then they're not interested in hearing what's going on with you. That can actually be a thing going on here. And my Queen of Cups here too, which is someone, it's the people pleaser, it's the person that's very loving, caring, giving, all the things, but can be easily taken advantage of. So there's a little slump in the middle of March, but we get back on track and we're going there. Now there's some sort of injustice that's been happening to you, Cancer, and it looks kind of more workish to me because I've got the Pentacle cards touching it. And it looks like you might have to suit up for a little bit of a fight. Okay, I've got some aggressive energy coming in here. So whether this is personal or professional, it does look like you have to stand up for yourself. But I'm actually okay with this because the end result of this sort of energy that's coming towards you, that's aggressive. The Justice card is over the top, so the scales will come in your favor, and then an Ace of Swords over the top of that. New beginnings, like you've got an answer for everything that comes your way. So it's like these people or person or someone's come at you going, you said this, you did this, blah, 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 whatever, whether it's work or personal. And you go, well, actually, hang on a minute. And you've got an answer for everything because this month you're on the right path. So this is really interesting. This was like someone trying to knock you off your path, but no, you're not going to have that. You're going to keep going the way you're meant to be going. So this is an interesting month, Cancer, because The Tower and the Star touching each other, such big cards to start out. So, like I said, you're going to hit March and think, well, what the fuck is going on? But in actual fact, it's all part of the process. It's all part of this temple path. You are being guided that way. Let yourself be guided through this difficult time. Lots of abundance, bit of a slump, bit of an argument, but you are firing with how you're going to deal with this. You're dealing with this very, very well. If I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, what wishes do you want to happen in your life, Cancer? Please make them, because this is the time when the universe and spirit and your loved ones are helping you from the other side. So make your wishes. Make your wishes and see what happens. Talk to them. Ask them for stuff. They deliver if we ask them. Boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah, well, it's nearly everybody. I did say it's touching the Queen of Cups. So, you know, the loving, caring, giving person that gives everything of themselves but doesn't give anything back. It's also touching the Hermit card, which is what I was saying before about people coming to you for advice but not willing to listen to if you've got a problem and give their advice either. It has to be an equal exchange of energy. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So we're going back again to feeling the gut instincts and the call, what your soul is calling you to do. Don't worry, you'll be getting hints and guides from the other side because I've got that temple path there. You'll be getting the hits. So you've really got to trust your instincts. Not easy to do, but Cancer, I reckon you can do it. You're one of those star signs, I reckon, can easily do that. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yep, so breaking patterns, rewriting the future, because we've got a whole new thing going on here. Your future at the end of March is so very different than it looks at the start, because there's so much going on. Even though I love it, it's a lot, but there's a lot going on. Change. So know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. So that can also be, well, it's change, which I've banged on about the whole time I've been talking to you about all these changes. But it could also be, because it's touching that 8 of Cups card, it could be changing house, moving location. So it could literally mean movement. So it says here, move to a new shell, move to a new home, something like that. Okay, keep yourself grounded, anchor. Keep yourself grounded while you're going through all these changes, and that can be as simple as going out and laying on the ground, as a matter of fact. But keep yourself grounded, don't get too lost. Make sure you do meditations, taking your breathing, you know, all the stuff you need to do. Choose wisely, be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. That is interesting, because with all these changes, you may have to let some people go. Some people stay in our lives for just a chapter. Some stay in our lives for the whole book. Who's going to continue with you into the next chapter? Because you're going through a lot of change. It's okay to let people go, you know. It's actually part of the process. Yes, we have people that stay in our lives forever, but most of the time, if we're evolving and changing and making these big things with our lives, people drop off. Or you actually drop them off along the way. And it's okay to do that. If you're consciously choosing to drop people off along the way, it's okay. You're allowed to do that, you know. People get shitty about stuff like that, but it's the cycles. It's what we go through. You have to be changing and evolving and open to new experiences. So choose wisely who comes in and who goes. Okay, a love card for you at the end. Adventure. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. Oh, here we go again. So I've got that, sort of goes with my change card. So if you're looking for people to go on your adventures with you, then find people to share it with you that you can enjoy the journey with. Don't be a hermit the whole month. Find some people to go on an adventure with. And if it's your significant other, fantastic. If it's a new person coming in, fantastic. Go on some adventures this month, Cancer, and you're going to love it. Great reading, big changes, love it. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next month. Bye bye.